Hey you, it's Abby. In case you haven't noticed, I am sick. I have a head cold, so bear with me. I'll try editing out all the sniffles and all the annoying sounds, but as far as my annoying voice, you guys, I can't help it. Xander got hit with the flu, and luckily he's a very healthy little boy. It didn't last long. It was like one of those 8-hour flus. So he's all great. Oh, I wanted to show you. I think it was for my birthday. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so it's gonna be our first video, a spoonie session video. It's where you guys can write me. It can be sharing a story, an issue, whatever you want to share with us. So not only are they talking to me, but they want to hear from you guys too. So that's the fun part. I got my laptop here, in case you're wondering. Hey, after watching the newest video, I did have a question. It's about cold sensitivity. My doctors are running in a circle that either I'm faking my fingers and toes becoming whitish purple when I'm outside, or that's something more than my fibro. I was just wondering if maybe this was in my head. My eldest sister has the same problem, and we haven't gotten much of an answer from her doctor either. Answer from her doctors either. Her doctor said it was a connection with my fibro, and the doctor said was basically making up, which was painful to hear, along with classic phrase of, "You're not sick or in pain, we're just overweight." My significant other is more concerned these days due to the fact that it can take up an hour before I even want to move in the mornings. And the moment I step outside, the pain intensifies. I just feel alone in this situation. My parents are trying to understand it, but it feels like only 2 of my older sisters believe me, and one of them doesn't have fibro. Sorry for letting that go on and on. I just haven't had anyone to properly ask about this. Thank you. P.S. I enjoy every video you put out and can't wait for the next one. Oh, thank you, Brittany. You're okay, sweetie. First off, you did not go on and on, Miss Brittany. That was a pretty short email, and I think it was a great email. Why do I have the light on it here? Hold up, you guys. Brittany, there is a word for that. I know I'm going to catch a little hell in the comments, so hold on a second. There it is. Everybody seems to pronounce this differently, but I'll Google it for you.
Raynaud's disease.
Raynaud's disease? It's spelled like this. They have different names for it, but it's pretty much where emotional stress or the real cold temperatures, usually people that live in colder climates get it, but not all of them. And it's where your fingertips and stuff, and even your toes turn white. I mean white. I'll show you a picture of it. And then after they turn white, finally those blood vessels open up and they turn purplish. And usually they're numb and they're really, really cold. That can come with fibro. But I've seen so many spoonies that have this same issue. Alright, just to give you a quick note here. There's primary Raynaud's and secondary. Primary, it's also called Raynaud's disease. This most common form isn't the result of associated medical condition. It can be so mild that many people with primary don't seek treatment and can resolve on its own. Now the secondary, it's the form caused by an underlying problem. That could be with the fibro. The signs and symptoms of secondary usually appear around age 40. Yes, you're younger, but just like fibro, they say usually affects women 30-something and higher, and it started for me before 18, so it's not always the case. I would definitely look that up. Another thing is take pictures, girly. When this is bothering you that bad and it's becoming an issue, take pictures. And I know they can make you second guess yourself like you're going crazy. I know that. I've been there, done that. But you're not crazy. You know your body better than anybody else does. And you know something is coming up kind of weird or out of your norm, then it's time to get it checked out. Love that your significant other, they're more concerned. It means they care. So that's good. They notice something different too. As for getting up in the morning, that is I have to say probably the most common problem I hear with those with fibro. And I had that problem really bad too, where you could see it in my first embarrassing fibromyalgia video. But I go to step out. I keep looking over here because I'm on my bed. But that's where I walk out of bed when I first get up. And I swear to God, I'm stepping in needles, like broken glass and needles. And my doctor's going to understand that. It's like, okay, let me put some shattered glass at the bottom of your bed, at the end of your, where you put your feet down in the morning. Let you step on it. That's what it feels like. You don't know what it feels like, go try it. But I know exactly what you're feeling. And it's like you can feel that pain rise up in your body when you first get out. Me, since I've had Xander, my second child, that part has gone away. But I know it still hurts like hell, but the severity of it has gone down. And I think with the Butrans patch, that's why I love it so much. It releases a little bit of medicine every hour, even when I'm sleeping. So, alright, I hope I have no bogeys hanging out of my nose. If I do, I'll just censor it. But the Butrans really helps release a little bit of that medicine every hour. So when I wake up, it's not like just taking a pain pill where you're constantly having your ups and downs with pain. With the Butrans patch, it really helps kind of level it out. It does suck when it gets to the day where I have to change it, which is only once a week, but you can definitely tell that you're losing the medicine in the patch. So I would look into that as well. Another thing, doing some moving and doing some stretching before you get out of bed. I know it's another pain, another thing you gotta take care of, but I did notice that helped me when I was struggling with that at the time. Spoonies, you guys got anything for Brittany? Make sure you comment below any advice for her. Brittany, you're gonna have people that don't believe you, but I'm happy to hear you have a couple that do and that can relate. That's why I feel this platform so important, because we're here to understand one another. Even when people right next to us don't get it, we can have people thousands and thousands of miles away around the world that are going to understand where you're coming from. But like I said, you know your truth, you know what it is that you go through, and don't second guess yourself just because others do. I'm glad you enjoyed my videos. I really appreciate that. When I hear that from you guys, it really does mean a lot to me. And I think I'm going to leave it as that for now. So thanks so much, Brittany, for writing in. You guys remember, email me fibromom11@gmail.com, and make sure in the subject part, put hashtag spoonie sessions, so I know this is what you want me to share. Let me know if I can share your name, if you mind. And I hope you're doing all right. If not, hang in there, and I will see you in the next video. Love yous. Bye.